got some measuring to do.
Danette Oxley here for Tac Shack Tactical TV. Here with Paul. At least it's starting to become summer. I'm cold, but apparently Paul says I'm a bit crazy today because it's a nice
summer.
And warm day.
It's summer.
Anyway, welcome Paul. How are you doing today, and what are we chatting about?
Hi Danette, hi viewers. Yeah, today we're going to touch on a couple of legal issues. All good. We hope.
We hope.
Yeah. So tomorrow, next week, Wednesday, the 7th of September,
so reminder,
is our filed declarator application. The one that was kicked off the roll last time because the ignorant acting judge said to us, oh, but the law has changed. You haven't taken account of the changed law. And we said, what law has changed? They said, no, they're reading the papers that the Firearms Control Act had changed last year. We said, no, it hasn't changed. There's a proposal on the books, but it hasn't changed. No, they're absolutely certain. Don't argue with me. Re-enroll it on the court roll. And now the police have decided they want to oppose it.
I don't know how and for what reason or how.
Well, we kind of do know. It's because they can see what's coming. You know, so we're asking the court to declare what a license is. There should be no argument about that. The problem is once the courts declare what a license is, we're asking the court to tell us what constitutes proof of licensing reasonably. And the court must go with the printout, because the printout is what's used when you lose a license and you apply for a reprint. They give you a printout and they give you a receipt. So it must be something easier than the card. It's got to be, because the card is not the license.
And the cards are coming out now, but some of them are not coming out. There was like 7,000 or something like that came out this week. That hit this week. That hit Joburg Central Police Station this week. But still. Anyway, but that's not the problem.
No, the problem is we need to get finality on this. We need to get, because everything is log jammed waiting for cards to be printed. Mm-hmm. And the card printing is in the hands of the government printing works, and
then they don't get paid.
They don't get paid, so they stop printing, and blah 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 blah. So it's a huge problem. We can significantly solve the problem and speed up the entire process with this declarator next week, which is why the police are opposing it, because it's not in the police's strategic best interests
to make things
easier. It's in their interest to make things more difficult for us, and that's where the problem lies. Yeah. So 7th of September, Wednesday next week, we will keep you guys. We'll be in court, but we'll keep it keep you as up to date as possible on that.
We might even have a quick update on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think we will do. I think. Anyway, and we'll explain it. We'll explain what the outcome is of the court case immediately after that to you guys. So keep your eyes peeled. Watch this space. There's another interesting thing that's heaved onto the horizon, which is another case which will assist greatly. As you know, being a dealer,
it's crazy.
Apart from the fact that firearms on the enhanced firearms management system seem to be slipping back from owners to dealers to wholesalers to importers back to government department 29, which means they haven't yet come into the country.
It's crazy.
Apart from that, when the police meddled with the system to change the caliber codes, they screwed everything up.
It's the caliber codes and the rifle thing.
Just hang on. So it's the caliber code, the data purification process that they went through is what screwed up the caliber codes. It also screwed up what guns are classified as. So, you know, there's basically 4 classifications. That's it. There's pistol, which includes revolvers, by the way. There's shotgun. There's self-loading rifle or carbine, and there's manually operated rifle or carbine. That's it. During this data purification train smash, SAPS managed to revert a whole bunch of firearms from self-loading rifle or carbine back to just plain rifle. I mean, guys, you know, it's difficult to believe that this is just pure incompetence, because you can't get things this badly wrong unless you try really, really hard. So in any case, so one of our members has indicated that this is just contrary to the. So now it forces us. So for those firearms to take them at our expense, or at us as owners, at our expense, to take them in to get gunsmiths, what's known as gunsmiths reports, commercial agent reports on visible details, as they're properly called, and then to submit 521Gs
to the police station.
To the police.
So you have to get into your car and go to the police station.
And you can't, which is to notify them of the incorrect information. And then they don't load it onto the system for whatever reason, or they do, but it takes extra effort from us, the public, for something that the police made a mistake with. So that's just contrary to the entire principle of the rule of law. You know, so for them to force us for their mistake, for them to force us to endure extra costs and effort, and they won't move those firearms. They won't deal with those firearms applications. If we as dealers want to take those firearms into stock, we can't do it until such time as we fix the problems on the license.
And somebody can also not license that firearm. You can't get it in the SAPS 271.
Exactly.
They will not be able to do that.
They won't be able to process
it. The caliber codes are totally messed up. If it says 7.62 rifle, it is,
it now has to be 7.62 by 51. Whatever it is, you know, it doesn't matter. They screwed up a whole bunch of things. We're now looking at litigating about this, because this cannot be our fault. This cannot be our problem. We cannot be the ones that are being made to deal with this. This is a rule of law issue. The police have to sort this out. How they sort it out, their problem, not our problem. In any case, so that's, I believe that we'll get that into court. That's going to be quite interesting to see how that develops. So these are all little low-hanging fruit issues. There is no way that without something bizarre happening, that we can lose the declarator, because all we're asking the courts to do is clarify a situation. There is no way that we can lose a rule of law issue. So because it's quite clear. I mean, there's no defense to it. Although the police,
stop it, Utz.
Although the police are insisting that they want to oppose our applications, they actually can't. So these are very important issues to raise. It's low-hanging fruits. It's things we can push through victories on, and we're doing that as we speak. So that's the legal update.
He's looking like crazy today.
Yes. Okay. Can we carry on with the show?
Okay. So we went to the bully thing. Do you want to speak about it?
Okay. So that was very good. So last Saturday, Lynette was invited to. On behalf of GOSA Girls on Fire, to speak at an anti-bullying gathering of several hundred people at BRANDWAG Hoërskool in Benoni, and that went very, very well. It was attended by a whole bunch of people. It went very, very well. And as an interesting result of that, you can speak some more about that if you'd like, but as a result of that, we've been contacted now by a guy whose kids are at BRANDWAG, one of his kids at BRANDWAG, and one of his kids is at a junior school up the road. Now SANSU, the South African National Schools Shooting Association, who we're going to be at their nationals at the end of this month or beginning of next month.
2 to 6 of October.
So they only deal with kids from 12 years upwards. So between our Gun Buddies program for preschoolers, there's a gap until 12. So this chap who has kids, whose one kid is at BRANDWAG, his another kid's at Rhinefield Primary, has asked us as Gun Buddies to come in there as part of the GOSA Gun Buddies program and do something with the to get the children from the primary school prepared for the programs in the high schools, for the SANSU programs. So that's a nice segue for us to get from preschools to high schools to cover the junior schools. So we'll do it with a Gun Buddies program in the name of firearms safety. And it might, we're not certain, we're speaking to people at this stage, it might be with Daisy Red Ryder BB guns, it might be with airsoft, we don't know. Something that's light and easy for primary school kids to work with, and that will prepare them for the same disciplines. You know, the firearm safety, the muzzle safety, the fingers off triggers and stuff like that, to get them ready then as soon as they get into high school, into grade 8, so that they'll be ready to do SANSU air rifle style shooting, a small caliber.
You don't think SANSU starts at 8?
Starts at 12.
Is it?
They start properly competing at 12. They do have a category, which they do have a category which is just below that, but the kids are only allowed. They use the same air rifles, but so that's inappropriate for small kids. Yeah. So the kids can then only because the rifles are the air rifles are quite heavy. The kids only lie prone. They only do the exercises from the prone position.
I did see that they actually have a contraption out of the ceiling where the kids actually lean the firearms.
All right, but that doesn't apply to primary schools.
Okay.
From the SANSU rules. Anyway, so we're going to try and put something in place for that, which is quite exciting because it gives us, as I say, a very nice segue to get from Gun Buddies and the scrappy, the Land Rover type stuff for preschoolers to get them up into to a position where they can start preparing themselves to compete in SANSU.
We will also probably have something, the Gun Buddy song is being recorded professionally for us on the 9th of September, and we hope to do something maybe in combination with SANSU, a storytelling day at one of the larger gun shops, storytelling day plus some SANSU maybe bringing some guns and air rifles and some of the bigger competitors to actually come and take the kids through the sport.
And of course, SANSU, the school's air rifle shooting, is a perfect segue into the small bore precision rifle stuff. The precision rifle, the NRL 22 series and stuff like that. So we want to try and bring people by firstly making them safe in society, then making them safe with firearms, and then encouraging them to compete in sports all the way through their school career. We think it's important. We think that's the kind of work that we have to be doing. It's every single child that comes through that process is lost to the propaganda. They cannot be convinced that guns are the problem and guns are bad because they've worked with people with air rifles, albeit, but still, the safety principles are the same.
It's exactly the same.
So we think that's kind of important, and we're putting an effort into it. And I just wanted to say, with regards to the Scrappy song, fantastic, professionally recorded, etc., etc. It's going to be absolutely marvelous. I just want to say, just in case there's anybody out there that's deluded, these are volunteer activities. These are services which are offered to us for free, gratis, and for nothing. Because I know we've got some idiot who criticized the Girls on Fire song and speculated that must have cost the members a fortune.
Yeah.
Guys, you know what? People give us this sort of stuff for free.
They wrote the song first for free. The recording was done first for free. And yes, it's not Mariah Carey that's singing the songs. It's everyday women, and that's what the program is about.
Yeah.
We don't hire professional people. The program for Girls on Fire is about I Am Every Woman. So Yes, we're not professional singers, so
exactly
the criticism made me
that struck a nerve, guys.
Exactly.
You know, if you don't have anything nice to say, rather shut up. Nonetheless, moving on.
So yeah, the bully-proof thing was very well done by. We had quite a nice coverage. It was done in Benoni Times. Awesome event by Michelle, one of the girls on fire.
Correct.
She's also involved in Sansu, which I only found out
there at the
event.
So we've been shooting with Michelle for several years.
Yeah.
She's was one of the first girls on fire volunteers. We didn't know she was a teacher at BRANDWAG, and she's the person at BRANDWAG who's in charge of the air rifle competition.
So that was absolutely fantastic. You didn't mention before we moved on, so let's talk about the first, I think it's the 2nd to the 6th of October. We have the Sansu's Nationals. We will be opening, we will be live streaming the opening function. We will interview people. The GOSA trailer will be there for the whole period. We will be interviewing some of the competitors. We will also be live streaming the prize giving, because it's I think there's going to be over 1,000 people at the prize giving, but a lot of people can't come from the other provinces, so we will be live streaming.
So they'll be watching the live stream.
Yeah.
And we've been officially asked to provide the live streaming service.
Yes, so
which is a great honour, and it's something which we're entirely happy to do, because we're going to reach out thousands and thousands of people.
And that's fantastic, because it's all about safe.
It's all about safe firearms handling and enjoying yourself with your firearm.
Yeah. Okay, so I think the last thing is on the 1st of October. People have been asking, ladies have been asking for a very long time for something on the Saturday. I got permission at last. To use the Cecil Payne range on the 1st of October. It's going to be probably a very big event, so we'll do our introduction to handguns on that date, starting quite early. We have to finish by about 1 o'clock. I've got a lot of fantastic volunteers already from the ladies' side. We'll again be shooting and doing the whole program. So please, if you want some more information, contact Hannes at events@gosa.co.za. And that's about it. What else did you want to speak about, Paul? He's looking again.
Uchi wants to say hello. Uchi, come here, Uchi.
No, he's
Uchi, short pants time again. Well, it's always short pants time for me, but Uchi now loves licking legs in summer. That's his summer activity. You can see his head there in the frame, I think.
And he's been back to swimming from yesterday.
And he's swimming.
Yeah, so.
And then rolling in the dusty, dry grass.
Yes. And then he has to come home with us, and then he sits with us. Very dirty. Any case, yes, hopefully we have some good news next week.
We should have.
And have a fantastic weekend.
Pray that it's not adjourned again or delayed again.
So that's
what you have to deal with.
Thank you very much, everybody.
Thanks for viewing.
Okay.
Have a great weekend.
Cheers then.
Bye.